Can you fall in love with a robot? Can you fall in love with me? It's a question that sci-fi novelists and filmmakers have widely explored for decades. Our fascination with this concept isn't difficult to unpick. A romantic relationship with the machine removes all of the unpleasantness and messiness of human emotion and leaves you with something much simpler and easier to understand. It's relatively sterile. It feels like a fantasy because, for the moment, at least it remains one. But how likely is it that we will be willing to abandon our natural need for human interaction and touch? And what will be the implications for humanity if we do so? Hello and welcome back to our channel, AI Science. Are robots going to take over the relationship game? Are they better than us humans? Is it just a matter of time before people lose interest in real dating and move on to do it virtually? These are some of the questions we will be answering in this video. Before moving on to the video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and also turn on the bell icon for the future updates. Now let's begin. Robots have become so human-like, which have intelligent conversations, display emotions, and respond to human emotions, that they will be very much like a new race of people. These will be highly human-like machines that people fall in love with, becoming aides, friends, and even spouses. It may sound like science fiction, but it's something we've been moving towards for decades now. Relationship coach and neuroscientist Bobby Banks thinks robotic partners could be on the cards in the distant future. Forming romantic and sexual relationships with robots will be widespread by 2050, Bobby tells Metro. The way we experience love and connection today is changing. Technology is so intertwined in our day-to-day lives that I have already seen a significant rise in the number of long-distance and online relationships, says Bobby. Building that kind of robot would be much simpler than building a robot that could be a good human companion. The biggest advancement in robotics would come from enabling a robot to carry on an interesting conversation and have self-awareness and emotional capabilities. When we think of AI-powered robots, we think of something futuristic and not for today. However, we seldom investigate the feats AI has reached, what is happening in robotics, and what different kinds of robots have already been invented. The first thing you can assume by its name is that these robots are built to resemble the human form. The second thing, well, there is no second or third thing. You have all the information that you need to dive into the world of humanoids. As you already know, humanoid robots are robots invented to look similar to humans or resemble human bodies. Hence, you will find human-like heads, torsos, arms, and legs in most models. You'll find some with eyes, faces, and maybe a mouth. However, you can't make the above factors a generalized standard, as some models of humanoid robots may only have a single body part. How similar a humanoid looks to a human ultimately depends on its purpose and functionality. To make it a little easier to understand, we have classified humanoid robots into two categories. Androids are male humanoid robots, and females are termed gynoids. Now it's time to know some of these robots that could potentially become your girlfriend in the future. Sophia. Very first on our list is Sophia, developed by Hanson Robotics, a Hong Kong-based company. She is a sophisticated humanoid robot able to see, sustain contact, follow faces, and identify individuals. Sophia was turned on in February 2016, just a month after she was presented to the world. Soon after, she became the world's first robot citizen and was featured on Jimmy Fallon's show. Sophia the social humanoid uses a natural language subsystem to have conversations. According to its creator, she can be extremely helpful in customer service and healthcare. This is essentially what Sophia the robot is capable of doing. How Sophia the robot works is that she has deep neural networks in her brain that aid her in discerning humans' emotions. This includes the tone of her voice and her facial expressions. This is historically the first robot in the world to be recognized with a citizenship. Sophia is now officially a Saudi Arabian citizen. While Sophia is considered the most human-like robot, she is still far from being an idea. But her physical specifications and the ability to have human-like expressions give us a glimpse of what the future might look like. Amica. Amica is a cloud-connected platform for testing artificial intelligence and machine learning systems. It can smile, routinely blink its eyes, gasp in shock, scratch its nose, or even have a staring contest with an owner, just for the heck of it. Along with plenty more high-tech features, she has 17 motors on her face, allowing her to make all kinds of expressions virtually. Also, she uses her hands and arms to make gestures as she speaks, just like humans. She has cameras in her eyes with which she can see the face of the person talking to her and lock on to that specific person. Owners can gain access to all the robot's data, control it as their personal avatar, animate and simulate it, all available from anywhere in the world. Amica has a speaker in her chest and you can hear her replies. Amica is unable to walk yet, but the company plans on upgrading its abilities over time. So one day, Amica will walk. Nadine Social Robot. Nadine, developed by Kokoro in 2013, is a gynoid. She has a human form including skin, hair, and hands similar to humans. Nadine can perform several functions such as simulating emotions, interacting with arm movements, answering questions in multiple languages, and recognizing individuals. Nadine was developed using cutting-edge robotics technology to simulate human behavior. She has 3D dead cameras, a microphone, and a webcam to gather visual and audio inputs. Then, various perception layers process these inputs to recognize different faces, gestures, emotions, behavior, etc., and respond accordingly. Nadine also has built-in chat robots that allow her to handle different queries and a memory model that remembers different users and conversations with them. In addition to all this, Nadine can also converse in 6 languages, namely English, German, French, Chinese, Hindi, and Japanese, so that you won't have any problem talking to her. Erika. Meet Erika. When you watch the news, you get to know the latest updates from the news anchor, but now that news anchors might be a robot. If you are in Japan, you might be getting your daily news from Erika, a Japanese robot. Erika was created by Hiroshi Ishiguro, the director of the Intelligent Robotics Laboratory at Osaka University. She is one of the most intelligent humanoids developed in Japan, with a special emphasis on her speech capabilities. While Erika cannot walk, she can easily interact with human beings and change her facial expressions, according to the conversation. This is possible for Erika because of her 15 inbuilt infrared sensors in her eyes that can track any movement. She also has speech generation algorithms and facial recognition technology that makes it easy to track different faces in a room. Erika has inbuilt 44 degrees of freedom that allows her to face her neck, waist, and exhibit various facial expressions. And while she is unable to move her arms yet, it's not that big of a problem as she's working as a news anchor. Well, that's not bad for a girlfriend. She could be the one to comfort you while you're feeling down. Harmony. Close your eyes, wake up, and meet Harmony, the sex robot from a California-based bionic robot that has been developed since 2016. It can tell jokes, talk dirty, and make realistic noises and facial expressions during sex. Harmony Robot works by connecting via Bluetooth and Wi-Fi to an artificial intelligence Android application called Harmony AI. Anyone can download the Harmony AI app onto their smartphone, create an avatar, and start building a relationship with their virtual lover. Robotics claims that Harmony AI is capable of learning its user moods, preferences, and behavior patterns, and responding accordingly, creating an illusion of real intimacy. The bot developers are also working on several sensors to increase how the robot can react to the user. These include touch sensors, accelerometers, internal heaters and fluid compartments, and even cello-dilled-onyx, a technology that can be used to control sex toys remotely. From head to toe, she's customizable. You can choose what eye color you prefer, the body shape, hair, and mouth, and even choose from hundreds of nipples. The customer will first get to choose the body, then the face, the skin color, eye color, makeup, hairstyle, fingernails, and everything else. You can even make her look chic and badass by implementing piercings. A vast range of personality traits, intellectual, sexual, seductive, talkative, shy, insecure, kind, and many more are available to choose from. So that's it for today. I hope you find this video helpful. Don't forget to share your feedback or ask any questions in the comments below. Also subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon and stay tuned for more. Adios.